Alright guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and this is another anything but 10 strategy. This is Skill and Luck's version. I actually really like this. It's as good or better than the one that I came up with. So first of all, it's obviously a little different. We're not playing the 6 and 8. We're playing the 4, 5, and 9, and we have a little bit bigger lay bet. Still the same do we don't. But okay, so why do you play the 4, 5, and 9? Because there's 11 ways to win there as opposed to 10 here. And over here, we have a $200 lay bet. I told some people wrong in the live video. I said 190 will work. I'm wrong about that because it only pays 95 and you're still gonna owe a $5 VIG, probably, or $4 VIG. And so you'd only make $1. I've been thinking I would make 5. You actually have to bump it up to $2 to make $5. All right, so these are all, this is gonna pay 59 after the VIG. It'd be 60 but minus $1 for VIG, 45 minus $1 for VIG, 45 minus $1 for VIG. This will pay you $5 on the 7th. So essentially, you have 16 ways to win. All right, so I'm just gonna random roll this actually. I'm just going to throw dice down the table for a little while, and then I'm gonna show a second part of it. All right, here we go. And we got a 4, all right? So it's gonna pay $59, or we can drop that, get 4 back, and win 60. All right, that's 1 hit. We'll go for 3 hits and then turn our bets off. And there's the 8. That's not gonna do anything in this one. And there's the 7, okay? So that point would have been 4, it lost. And the reason this wins $5 is because this would be a wash. You're gonna lose 90, 200 is going to pay you 100 minus 5 for VIG. So it's gonna be 95. So you lose 90, but you win 95, which is a total profit of 5. All right, you're always working. And there's the 7, it's also a profit of $5 in this one. All right. I'm not counting the 7s as hits. They're just VIG payers is what they are. All right, so let's drop $1 and we'll get 45 here on that 9, points going to 9. One of the cool things is about this is when you get the 4, 5, or 9 as the point, you can actually just take this and put this in odds back here and you won't have to worry about a VIG. So that's cool. Oh, we got knocked off. All right. Again, this is a random shooter. You're going to get knocked off some. All right, second. I'm going to put a second one up. We're still looking for our 3 hits. This, I'm just showing the mechanics of it. That's why I'm just throwing it random. There's the 7. I'm not that concerned with wins or losing here, because if you're going to play this strategy, you should be able to not shoot the number you have laid. And there's the 11 on the come out, doesn't do nothing. And so that's why I'm not that concerned. I just want to show how this one works as opposed to the 6 and 8 version. It is more expensive if you lose, because you lose 200 instead of 100, but you make twice the money per hit. And you have a lot more numbers to win with. And there's the 5, okay? So it's gonna be a $45 winner after dropping $1. All right, so that's the 3rd hit. You could take them down, turn them off, whatever you want to do it there, rack that back up. We did lose $200. So let's see where we're at in comparison to that $200. Looks like we have 100, about 150. So almost 175. So we have 170. So we're actually only down 30 bucks. Let's go and roll it some more, see if we can get our money back. See, that's what I'm saying, is it doesn't take very many hits. Even if you did lose 200, you're gonna get it back in 4 rolls, or really close to 4 rolls. Or not 4 rolls, but 4 hits. sorry, 4 hits, because you're nearly making, sometimes you're making $60 a hit, sometimes you're making 45. So I mean, it's pretty significant compared to 28. And now I get that we could play 200 here and play them bigger, but we would still have less ways to win. That's what makes this one so effective. And I'm going to show a second part of it here in a minute that I like. And we have a something 628. We roll a lot of 8s. All right. And there's the 4, so $60.4. We'll drop $1 for 60. So again, we're going to have all our money back. Oops. So we did lose 200, but now we've won 150. 200. We were up 30 bucks. Okay, so now you probably want to take it down. Take your $30 after losing one time. Take it down. You still have to leave your doey don't there. That way it can do whatever it's going to do. Take all your money down. Turn it off. Whatever you want to do. All right. For whatever reason, it seems like I don't put this. That's just because it's over here. All right, so let's say it comes back around, new shooter, and you're going to get back out there. It's not your shot, so you don't got to do that. So you're going to put your 200 out there. And if you're just playing on random shooters, you can move it between the 4 and the 10. You know, if you see 2 4s hit, maybe you move it. That's all up to you. Of course, I don't recommend playing this on random shooters, just willy-nilly. If you can use it, I just would be careful. All right. So this time, after 3 hits, we're going to get the 6 and 8 also. So on our 4th hit, we're going to start playing the 6 and 8 as well. And there's the 4, so that's a good start. Remember, we're always working in this. No reason to be off. $60. Okay. There's 1 hit. There's the 6. And there's the 3, 2, 1. That wasn't a 9, that was a 3. And there's the 2. So 4, 3, 2. The small's looking hot. And the 12, dang, the ATS is looking really good. And the 6, so all you'd need would be the 5 for the small. This would be a fun shooter. There's the 9. Okay, so there's our second hit. We're gonna drop $1. So we're gonna get 4 back here. Then we're gonna get 45. All right. 1 more hit. We'll rack that, and the next ones we'll start pressing. All right, there's the 5, okay? And the reason I like 3 hits before you do anything is because, drop $1 for 45, because even if you make all $45 hits, you're still looking at 130 bucks, you know what I'm saying? So we did have 1 4, so we got 100, 150 bucks. So worst case scenario, we roll a 10, next roll we'll have only lost $50. All right, but we're going to try to roll one of these other numbers, and at that point we're going to pick up the 6 and 8. And there's the 8 right there. But get some money won first and then grab it. And there's the 6, so 1 roll late maybe. That'd have been 2 winners right there. And the 5, okay, so we did get it. So again, we're gonna drop $1 for 45. Okay, so you can do this however you want. You can just get one right now for 30. You could get 2 of them for 18. I like getting both of them for 18. So let me get 10 whites. This is the way I like to do it. I like to get both of them for 18 bucks. The reason being is because then you did collect a little money, because this is 36. So you made 9 bucks. But as well, you pick up both the 6 and the 8 as well. So as long as we can maybe get a hit or 2 in. All right, so there's a $21 winner on that 8. So now we have them all. And you know, maybe from here you add a unit to each one, get it up to 24. You still rack 10 bucks. Now you don't have a coverage for all of this, but what you do have is a coverage for the initial part. All right, so there's 28 bucks now. You know, maybe this time we take them both up to 30. Now you're in pretty good shape. You made money on this shooter, plus you got 2 more numbers working for you. Plus you got the 7. And there it is right there. So it's really simple to calculate how much you win. Is you take both of these down, leave a $5 chip, and that's what you'd win. Rack it up. So again, it's still the same thing. You just are using profits to add that 6 and 8 in. I actually really like this version because of that. Because it's easy to add that in later. You could add it all the way in after the first hit. If you roll a 4, you could put that 60 on the 6 and 8. It makes a ton of sense. All right, so let's roll through it again. And this time I'm going to play the do we don't, and I'm actually going to shoot the dice myself, like I would shoot them. All right, and I'm going to use the 2, the 4, or 2 4 4 2, however you want to look at it, and then the 3 5. So it looks like 5s and 9s all over the dice. Obviously, because I would like to roll 5s and 9s. And here we go. Coming out, everything's working. And there's the 6. Okay, we don't have that yet. And the 7. So my shot lasts exactly 2 shots. That's the one thing about playing like this is I don't really think that I can do anything special with the 7 on these dice sets. I just think it dodges the 10. All right, so I'm just going to play like I'm at the table by myself for a while here. So I'm going to give myself a couple shots. See where I end up. All right, there's a come out 4. That's a good one. Drop $1 for 60. I'm going to play the same way. I'm going to wait till I hit 3 times here. After I hit the 3rd time, I'm going, on that 4th one, I'm going to start getting the 6 and 8 and see if I can't rack up a whole bunch of wins. Or I'm just going to 0.7 or whatever you want to call it. But that's still $5. Same thing. There we go. And there's the 5 4 9. All right. I'm just going to count them as, you know, this will be my 2nd win, essentially. Because if you're at the table by yourself, you could do this. You could just basically leave all that money to the side in your rack. That way you knew where you're at. And just keep plugging away at it. There's the 5. So that's our 3rd win. 3 2 5. Drop $1 for 45. You could drop 6 for 50 if you wanted. All right. So the next hit, we're gonna get the 6 and 8 as well. Oh, we're doing the 4 2 or 2 4. 3, 5. All right, let's see if we can get another hit here. And there's the 6. We don't have that yet. We're still looking for one more win. And there's the 7, so it's a $5 winner. It is nice having the 7 as a winner, especially because you are playing dollar VIGs. So that 7 will come in handy there. It'll cover them VIGs for you. All right, here we go. And there's a 3. 3 doesn't matter. The only thing that matters on the come out besides the 10 and the 7 is the 12. If you roll a 12, you lose $15 because you'll lose your pass line bet. All right, here we go. And there's the 7 again. So these are $5 winners. Yeah, they're fine. Just keep adding up, adding up, adding up. Use them for tips, maybe. You know, every time you hit that 7, let them play it. Give it to them, whatever, you know. It's an easy way to tip. 7 doesn't hurt you. And there's the 6. The point is going to be 6. Oh, come here. Get over here. Looking for a hit so we can put some money on that 6 and 8. Here we go. And there's the 7. Again, I can't control the 7, so I roll a lot of them. Good thing they're worth money, right? So again, I'm just acting like I was at the table all by myself. There's aces where I could just keep shooting. As far as I know, no casinos will stop you from this if you were there by yourself. As far as I know, they'll just let you keep going. There's no reason to stop you. They're going to assume you're going to roll 10s, so they're not going to care. And there's the 7 on the come out. I know a lot of people think that casinos will stop you from doing all these kind of things. They've heard a lot of horror stories. As far as I can tell, most of the time from a betting standpoint, they honestly don't care what you do. From a betting standpoint. There's a 3-1-4. All right. So now, there may be some that you run into it and they don't like the do don't or something like that. All right, so we got 60. Let's use the whole 60. All right, here we go. But for the most part, they don't care. They don't believe in dice control. So you putting that lay bet out there to them, it's just, you know, a target. And there's the 5. So that's going to be $1 for 45. I'm going to drop 6 for 50. All right, here we go. So now, I mean, the 7 does take that $60 away, but at least it's out there to win. All right, so we did lose it. So we're just going to leave a 5 here. Rack them. So that 4 basically didn't count for nothing. We made $5 on that 4. But, you know, you do want to have that 6 and 8 if you can get it on profit money. And as you can tell, I've went quite a few rolls here without rolling a 10. So, like, even if we roll a 10 right now, obviously we're ahead. Obviously. So, there's another 4. Drop $1 for 60. This time, I'm just going to get the 6. Wait for another hit and get the 8. Oops. Put that right here. Do it this way too. Makes plenty of sense. Rack 30, play 30. Maybe I hit the 6 here. Hey, I did hit the 6. 4-2. So that's a $35 winner. So maybe here I make an $18 win. I make $18 play there. I rack a quarter. So now I got them both. Won money both times. Racked up money both times. And there's the 9. So we're gonna drop $6 for 50 here. And you could take that 6 up to 30 if you wanted. Makes plenty of sense. I mean, that 8. And you could keep pressing from here. There's nothing wrong with that. Like you could, like one good idea might be to just keep pressing the 6 and 8 from here. On every hit, give them some more money. I know you lose on the 7, but your initial bets will still be safe. They'll still be protected by the 10. So you can just basically play a little game with the 6 and 8 here against the 7. So there's another 6 for 35. So let's do that. Let's just 35 bucks. Let's add 18 to it because there's no VIG on them. So let's do that. Let's see how far this will go. And this would be a way you could progress for a long roll. You know, at this point, you may even want to take down that 10. I wouldn't, but I wouldn't because it's protected my other bets. So that's a 9. We're going to get 6, drop 6 for 50. All right. And let's trade one of these over here in for 5. Grab one of them. Bump my 8 up. It doesn't really matter where I'm putting the money. I'm just, at least I'm marking every hit. That's more about marking the hits as opposed to how much they made. So obviously now our 6 and 8 are getting healthier. They're getting nicer. They're getting to where there's the 9 again. 5, 4, 9. I have no idea how many times I've missed the 7, but it's a whole bunch. Let's drop this for 4, and then drop another nickel for a quarter, or for 45. Sorry. No, it's for 50. Sorry, I'm all confused. So I dropped a nickel to get my VIG paid, and then I dropped $6 and got my VIG paid. All right, so now let's take them both up to 60. Put this here to mark the hit. All right, here we go. 5, 3, 4, 2 here. Again, you could pull them all down right now. You know, that's 120 bucks if you want that back. And there's the 9 again. And you drop 6 for 50. And you could bump up the others. You could bump up some other bets. You know, like we could take that 9 all the way up. You just got to remember that it's not going to pay the same amount of money on the 7. Like you're going to have to, I mean, it's all that basically only matters for practice though. All right, so let's take the 6 up to 90. I'm going to bump something up 30 each time here. You're way ahead. You're making a lot of money. Might as well keep going for it. And there's the 6 right there. That's a $105 6. So this is why I like bumping it up. This is the reasoning behind that. Let's take that 8 up. 30. I like bumping that 6 and 8 up, and this is why. Because even not necessarily this high, but at least playing them, because you will roll. And if you're going to get them for free, you might as well. All right, there's the point. We're going to drop $1 for 60. It makes it pretty easy. We'll go up 1 there. And here, you know, you could be off. You could take all your money down. All that's good. You've already made plenty of money for the session, for sure. All right, here we go. I'm going to keep rolling until I roll a 10. That's essentially what I'm doing. And I have an 11, 6, 5. I just want to see how long it's going to take. Of course, I don't have a roll, an actual roll count, but I do have a hit count. So this is how many hits I had before I rolled that 10, whenever that does happen. There's 2 11s back to back. and we're always working, no reason to be off. And there's the 6, so that's gonna be $140 6. Pretty nice, pretty nice. We're gonna add 30 to that 8. So now we're really starting to rack some chips now, guys. So we put that there. You know, we're getting black chips in there, and you know, it's pretty significant from starting with a $600 bankroll. And we probably have 400 or 500 out there just in the hits. And there's the 9. So we're going to drop 6 for 50. I'm going to scoop up one of these, put it on the 6. And is this a great shot? Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. But as you can tell, this has the ability to be very effective on a long shot, especially if it's you shooting it and you're controlling out the 10. All right, so I'm going to drop 6 for 50 again on that 5. I'm going to grab another one of these red ones. I'm going to bump up that 8. Put that right there. Here we go. And there's the 7. So that's a pretty healthy get 5 back consolation prize. So that was, you know, 250 bucks or 300 bucks maybe even. But the rest of it washes. So, you know, this all washes out. You don't lose none of that. I'm actually just going to check how much I'm at now. I'm not rolling the 10. Doesn't seem to be on its way to come anytime soon. So I'm just going to cut this video, because otherwise this could end up being an hour-long video. Okay. Get all these back. So we started with 600. I mean, I have no idea how much we have. We probably have 1,400 or so. Okay, there's 75 more. There's another 500. That was pretty close, huh? 1,430. 1,438. So I mean, we're up 838 bucks. Is it always going to go that easy? No, you're not always going to have a great roll like that. You might have to do that over a long run. Is there going to be 10s rolled sometimes? Yeah, you're going to run into a few 10s here and there. But the strategy itself is rock solid. Rock solid. It's actually kind of a no-brainer play as far as I'm concerned, because instead of playing against the 7, you're playing against the 10 or the 4. To me, honestly, it makes more sense than any other way to play. It's just my opinion, guys. So, again, as you can tell, this is Dylan from Skill and Luck. He got contact with me and he said, well, why don't you try it this way? I think it works better, and he's absolutely right. From a pure profit standpoint, it's going to profit faster. You will lose faster if you're losing, but I mean, you shouldn't be losing. You shouldn't be rolling 10s. So if you are doing that, you know, you may not want to do it more than twice. and just say it ain't your day or something. But I mean, for the most part, you're going to be able to hit lots of them numbers and probably very few tens. And on top of that, you add in that 6 and 8 with profit money. Now you're looking at being across the board. The 7's a $5 winner. I don't know how many 7s I rolled, but they all paid $5, so that was nice. Again, I mean, this is so good. This is such a good strategy that I really hope a lot more people get on board with this, because this is a real winner. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you guys have